if there ever was a time to be right, I told you people. I said something a long fucking time ago. The Crunchyroll is not to be trusted. It is not a positive thing for anime. They are not here for the fans. They on some bullshit. When Funimation bought them, or Sony, when Sony bought them and merged them with Funimation, that was it. That was the starter pistol to let you know bullshit was a coming. And what do you got? You got an entire company that is now solely responsible for almost the majority of the anime distribution. Hell, even pirated shit has to go through Funimation. I keep saying Funimation, Crunchyroll. Ain't that on some shit? Most of the pirate shit that you watch is stuff that they get from the official dubs or subs that come out of Crunchyroll. Why? Because it'd be easier. It's easier to get it from them rather than actually going through those people trying to sub them and whatnot. And not only that, but they relied on the fan subs to help them translate. And now they're going to subsequently get rid of that so they can keep focusing more on AI translation. Why? Because fuck you. Fuck you. And the AI translation shit don't work, but fuck you. But the main thing that's a horrible problem is that Crunchyroll, by the end of this month, is going to get rid of all free subscriptions. So there's no longer going to be anime you can watch for free on Crunchyroll. Because they have a monopoly. And it don't fucking matter. Now, I'm someone who has never paid for Crunchyroll and never fucking will. Because if there's a will, goddammit, there's going to be a way. Yeah. But best believe I understand the severity of what's happening, as well as how bad that this is, because there has been a huge crackdown over pirated anime, and with this you can see why. What the fuck? It's horrible because not every anime should be something that should have a paywall connected to it. Hell, they got in trouble not too long ago because of what they tried to do to One Piece. And the biggest anime in the world, they tried to finagle some people out of some more money to watch it, and it blew up in their fucking face. And then they immediately reneged on it because they understood you guys have the power because you're the ones with the money. So don't even think that, oh, well, I'll watch anime on Netflix or I'll watch anime on it. That doesn't fucking matter. If they already have a monopoly now, and essentially one of the major factors of the anime that's actually shown on some of the other things is just basically with the contracts that they have based around, what those companies in Japan actually inquire about. One of the things like Netflix almost fucked up because they were going to put ads on some of the anime that they have. But the problem is that those animes are shown under the NHK, which is Japan's PBS, or, it's a station that's meant to be public and free. So having it to where you can watch it on Netflix based off of you having a subscription to Netflix is just a service in order to view it. But putting an ad in front of it is essentially illegal because Japan doesn't do that to their own shit. So they were willing to pull all of their anime off of Netflix just for that. And again, Netflix really couldn't handle that because lo and behold, almost everything that they have that they call an original anime either is not an original anime from Netflix or is just a cartoon that Netflix is calling an anime because they're fucking stupid. Anyway, that's besides the point. But still, this is one of the reasons why, just one of the many reasons why Crunchyroll as a whole was entirely fucked up when they did the deal when Sony bought them not too long ago. They've already systematically have proven that they have taken away so many fucking anime that you can't even look at anymore, that they have the rights to actually show, but they refuse to show them on their site. And people have really big misgivings about that. And then again, it's under the same narrative to where if you own the rights to these anime, you don't really care to even show them. Why would you put them behind a paywall? And it's like, why get rid of them? If there's something that people can look at. Yes, they might not be the major thing that people are watching, but you still have rights and access to all of these different types of anime. Why wouldn't you either you yourself make it to where they are freely accessible so people can watch them at their leisure, or have your own separate thing where you can just put up and post free anime that people can watch that won't have to deal with the Crunchyroll finagle or their rating system and shit like that. And it's like, it might not be the newer anime and whatnot, but that's why people would subscribe to Crunchyroll for the newer things, and then they would just go to this other site for older stuff. No, can't do that. They'd rather just go fuck you and then get rid of them entirely. And now they're not accessible at all. So unless you're someone who looked into the shit, stumble across the manga somehow, or you just happen to go somewhere where you can purchase something, those are the only ways you can actually find these rarities of anime that a lot of people don't even know fucking exist. It's insane. This is insane. I mean, fuck, ADV Films back in the day when they did Anime Network, they would still show ads for anime that they had for years that they don't even show on Anime Network, or wouldn't even be in like circulation on the channel. And that way you would still know ADV Films had access to these anime. You could watch these anime. Fuck, Funimation used to do the shit when you could buy as many Dragon Ball Z DVDs as you want, but they would have ads for other anime, because why not promote some shit using your shit so people could watch some shit? It's the nature of capitalism, you dumb fuck. But the idea behind absolutely getting rid of the free shit is just so stupid. It's so unbelievably stupid because it's predatory. It's insanely predatory. For the love of God, people, cancel your subscriptions. Cancel them. Cancel them and get rid of them. And if you're wondering, well, how am I gonna see some anime? Type in free anime streaming, free anime downloads, and you're good. And you can watch whatever it is whenever you want. It'll pop up on Google. And as soon as that site goes away, if it happens to go away, do it again, and they're gonna be something else. Because people will always, if there's a will, there's a fucking way. But the problem is that what Crunchyroll is doing is terrible. This is terrible. And their only reason that they're doing it is because they have a monopoly. And that is insanely sick. Oh, that's sick. It's like, God damn it. Out of a majority of the shit that then went on, you've seen the quality of stuff that's like from One Punch Man and other anime that essentially are falling by the wayside in terms of just lackluster concepts and shit like that. Well, essentially everything that's came out by JC Staff just being shit. And you're seeing something like this where it's like, okay, this essentially is one of those things that would just continue to push the bullshit that we got from One Punch Man. And what I mean by that is the fact where if there really is no consequence for any of these actions, whether it be the shitty animation, whether it be the terrible quality or terms of service or user based like treatment by Crunchyroll's the website, and all of this stuff just essentially generates to where they get paid regardless because you're signed up to a subscription. So whether or not you even watch One Punch Man is, whatever. How could they don't give a fuck. So if whether or not you watch it is something that they don't care about, whether or not you even watch the anime is something that they don't care about, and whether or not that they actually give you quality anime is something that they don't care about, then what the fuck exactly is the point of looking at the anime? What would be the point of even trying to attempt to say, well, this is an adaptation over a manga that had blood, sweat, and tears drawn into it, but the anime is essentially just a whatever, because it's going to be on a site that feels that whatever, and it's going to be given to customers that think whatever. There genuinely is no point. It's the One Piece live action all over again. just fucking you right in the ass because it's gay and goddammit, you don't care. So it's unbelievably stupid that this even happened. When this news got broke, I was like, damn, that's fucked up. And the fact that it's not even something that a majority of people are even fucking talking about right now. The Supergirl trailer just dropped and people are like, oh, let's talk about that. Fuck all that. Anime is in trouble. And how quickly Do the fucking comic book nerds jump on the bandwagon of trying to go anime this, anime that, look at what it's doing to comic book movies when they felt that that was a necessity? But now anime is in trouble. Where the fuck are they? I see not one person that I'm subscribed to that talks about comic book movies or deals in this shit even mention this crap. And the thing is that this is the predatory, horrible bullshit that we got when essentially the idea of the Netflix and WB deal might happen. So how is it that this isn't something that's even a major fucking risk for return than that was? But it's like, good Lord. It's sad when you see shit like this because of the fact where it's like, if there was a universal voice for this shit and everyone came together, we'd probably be better off. But it's really hard when you're the niche of a niche. So and it's like, but I'll outspeak and talk about this shit all that I want. And it's like, again, I already do what I can in terms of like supporting anime because I purchase the official release of stuff for things that I deem good and like worthy of. I'll go out and buy something like, hell, I would say the next pair of anime that I'm considering purchasing would be the entirety of the Spy X Family Blu-ray. But the last thing I did get was, I actually saw that at Walmart, was the Blu-ray of the first season of One Punch Man. And I was like, oh, I gotta get that. And I was like, how the top quality anime like that? The dream. Fuck. And I was gifted the Akira movie not too long ago. I still don't even watch that. It's in my back catalog of Blu-rays and stuff that I got. But shit. But it's like, yeah, I still purchase anime. I'm still an anime fan. It was what the nerds might call it, otaku. But yeah, I don't understand why something like this would even be allowed to happen or even be talked about as something where it's like, oh, that's just Crunchyroll being Crunchyroll, but I'm still gonna keep my subscription. Because again, if you're already subscribed and you're paying for Crunchyroll, this means nothing. But if you're someone who actually watches Crunchyroll and you view the free anime, this is fucked. This is incredibly fucked. I mean, hell, how hard was it? Like, what they did was actually something that I was like, in terms of the site existing, I was cool with it. You know, you would pay for your subscription so you can watch anime like the day it got released, and then you could see it like immediately. And it was like, yeah, you would pay for that as well as like some of the newer anime and being able to access those. It was like, yeah, that was cool. And it's like, but if you weren't, then you just had to wait a lot longer to even purchase it, to even look at those anime. And then if you did, it came with a litany of ads. But now it's like, well, they're not just going to make it free. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to get rid of the ads entirely. So you're going to pay for this shit, as well as you might get some ads on certain anime that they deem that you should have ads on, just cause it's just fucked up. It's just all fucked up. I do not like it, Sam. I do not like it. So again, I will be a huge advocate towards the fact of where it's just, hey, watch the shit for free, pirate, become sail the seven seas, go on the Grand Line. That's all you need to do. From now on, just say, hey, how you watch your anime? Oh, I go on the Grand Line. That's it. You'll know. And if anyone's smart enough to understand that reference, then they know exactly what the fuck you mean. Just say, hey, I'm going on the Grand Line. That's it. So this is one of those things where it's like, yeah, the only way to stop this shit is to use the almighty dollar. And the only way that they're going to learn that you can't get away with the stuff like this, much like I said when I talked about One Punch Man, which I did in a previous video, is like, yeah, when you just stop supporting this shit, they stop making money based off of the crap that they decide to release, they're going to stop releasing crap. They just will. So by all means, yeah, don't be upset and outraged about this. Talk about it as much as you can, and then just let them know. You ain't getting my money no more. If I have to just have a collection of the newest and great anime that I consider this season to be something of mine that's only a digital download that I got off the Grand Line, let it be. Fuck it. Fuck them. Fuck all of it. Whatever. What does that matter? If it doesn't matter anything to them, it doesn't matter anything to you. And it's like, yeah, so just fuck it. I know it, like, some people, they're just conditioned to boot up Crunchyroll and watch it that way. They don't want to get rid of they don't want the pop-ups or the ads from the other sites and whatnot. Trust me, it's like rather than deal with paying these people for lackluster shit, I would just put in just a couple of more button clicks just to watch something for free, which they could have easily not have happened. But whatever. So yeah, that's it. Show them with your dollar that you ain't with it. That's it. This has been another episode of Phone Flame. I've been your host, Danieltheflame. As always, good people. Hope you have fun.